I welcome you again in this lecture on voices, part 2. Here we will discuss some typical sentences related to intransitive verbs, non action verbs, and linking verbs, and more about imperative and interrogative sentences. Let us begin. Let us take some more problems related to intransitive verbs, non-action verbs and linking verbs. Just a general rule. If there is any infinitive in active voice 2 plus V1, then it will change into passive with 2 plus base form of B plus V3. Let us now read out the first sentence in active voice. These people are to support me. Here, are is a linking verb, so this cannot be changed into passive. What to do then? It is better to change the infinitive. So in passive, it will become I am to be supported by these people. Now take another example. He has to protect it. Here we have has verb, and as we know, has is a non-action verb, so this cannot be changed into passive voice. What to do then? The same formula. You have to change the infinitive. The second verb which is in infinitive, the passive will become it has to be protected by him. Take this example. It is time to take tea. This sentence has two parts. It is time, and second part is to take tea. In the first part, each form of verb is there, and is a linking verb, so this phrase cannot be changed into passive voice. In the second part, to take is an infinitive. This can be changed into passive voice. So in passive, the whole sentence will become it is time for tea to be taken. Here we have used preposition for. How do we use this form? It is time. It is time for what? For tea to be taken. That's why we have used for here. Take next example. They want everyone to obey them. They want. What do they want? They want that everyone to obey them. So here in passive it will become it is wanted by them. In active they want. They want will become it is wanted by them that everyone obey them. That everyone obey them. Here we have used present subjunctive because they want is a sort of desire, a sort of wish. So for wishes, for desire, we use present subjunctive mode. That's why we have used obey as base form. There is second method also, which is very simple. So this sentence in active, they want everyone to obey them, may become passive like they want to be obeyed. Now take more complicated examples. In active voice, the sentence says, this medicine tastes sweet. Here, taste is a linking verb, sweet is an adjective. As we know that taste is a linking verb, so this cannot be changed into passive voice. But at the same time, we know that verbs like taste, smell, feels, these verbs act as a linking verb as well as action verb. So when it is a linking verb, it cannot be changed into passive, but when it acts as a action verb, then it can be changed into passive. So this medicine tastes sweet will become this medicine is sweet. Here we have replaced taste with is. We know that linking verbs can be replaced by any form of verb be and its meaning will not change. We know this thing very well. So the earlier part of the passive voice, this medicine is sweet, is used in place of taste. Then this medicine is sweet when it is sweet, when it is tasted. So here we have used the passive form of taste verb when it acts as an action verb. So the passive is this medicine is sweet when it is tasted. Now take another example of phrasal verb. The committee is looking into these matters. Here we know into is a preposition, and where we use preposition with intransitive verb. So here looking will be a intransitive verb. So when there is an intransitive verb and there is preposition, so this cannot be changed to passive voice. Still, one more thing, that collectively this word, this phrase, looking into, it acts as a phrasal verb, and when it acts as a phrasal verb, it can be changed into passive voice. So the passive will be these matters have been looked into by the committee. Let's take another example. In active voice, we have sentence one should keep one's promise. Here, one is an indefinite pronoun, can be dropped. So automatically one's is also dropped. So then we have sentence should keep promise. But we know promise is a countable singular noun, and a countable singular noun cannot be taken alone. There should be a determiner before it. So we have two options. One is promise should be written as a promise or take it into plural. So here we have taken it as plural. In passive voice, the passive will become promises should be kept. Let us read out this sentence in active voice. His behavior shocked the guests. Here his behavior is the subject, shocked is verb, the guest is object. So passive should be the guest was shocked by his behavior. But here we have used preposition at, not by, because we use by preposition to introduce the doer. But here the doer is not a man, not a living things, but a non-living things. We know we use preposition at with adjective like shocked, surprised, amused. When if these adjectives are followed by a non-doer object, like in our case in the sentence cited above, his behavior. So his behavior cannot be a doer. And if it is not a doer, it is better to use at with shocked. Take another example. You know these people. Here, no is a non-action verb. It is not a happening and it is not a doing. It is just a mental state that these people they know. That's why in such sort of verbs which are non-action verbs which just show our mental states, it is better to use preposition to. So the passive of this active will be these people are known to you. Let us now take some imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences in which or through which we express order, advice, or request. Take the first sentence in active voice. Stop near the car. Here, stop is an intransitive verb, near is a preposition. So this cannot be changed into passive voice. Now in such cases, we should start the sentence in passive as you are ordered, you are advised, or you are requested, and then add infinitive to infinitive. So the passive of this sentence will be you are ordered to stop near the car. Now take another sentence, stop the car. Here stop is a transitive verb, the car is an object. So in such sentences, when the sentence begins with transitive verb, in such cases, in imperative sentences, in such cases, we should start with let. Let the car be stopped. Now take another variety of sentence. In active voice, we have sentence let Ramesh swim in the pool. Swim is an intransitive verb. So when there is intransitive verb, so this cannot be changed into passive. What to do? So we should drop the first letter let, and we should start the sentence with the object which is near to let. So here in this sentence, Ramesh is an object. So the sentence should start with Ramesh. In place of let, we can use should be allowed because let is equivalent to should be allowed. And then add to infinitive to swim. So the passive is Ramesh should be allowed to swim in the pool. Let's go for a walk. Here, go is an intransitive verb, cannot be changed into passive. And let's is equivalent to listener plus speaker, used for listener as well as for speaker. It means we should use we as a subject in passive. And one more thing, we use let for suggestion, so we can use the verb suggested. So the passive will be we are suggested to go for a walk. But this is an incorrect sentence because when a verb like here suggested, when a verb is written in passive, then the subject of this verb cannot be the doer of. That's why it is an incorrect sentence. So what we need to do? We should use it as an introductory subject. So the passive will be it is suggested that we should go for a walk. It is used in place of the whole clause that we should go for a walk. That is a conjunction. Now take next example. Let's solve this puzzle. Solve is a transitive verb, so we should use let at the beginning. So the passive will be let this puzzle be solved. Or you can also change it into passive by writing this puzzle should be solved. But this is an assertive sentence, not an imperative one. Let's now take interrogative sentences. There are two types of interrogative sentences. The one which begins with helping verbs and the second one which begins with WH words or the word how. Let's now take sentences those begins with helping verb. In active we have sentence, does this person teach science? Sign of interrogation. So the passive will be, is science taught by this person? Sign of interrogation. We know in active voice this sentence is present indefinite tense. So this is a question word. So we should be very careful while making it into passive that sign of interrogation mark should be put at the end. So the passive of this sentence will be, is science taught by this person? Because in the present indefinite tense, when we make it into passive, we should use is MR plus V3. That's why in passive we have used is. Now take another example. Have you written this book? Sign of interrogation. So this sentence is in present perfect. That's why when we try to make it into passive, we should write has or have in the beginning plus been plus V3. The passive will be, has this book been written by you? Sign of interrogation at the end. Now take sentences which begins with WH words, or we can say WH families words and word how. An important thing that the position of these interrogative words don't change. The position don't change. They are put in the beginning. Take this example. Why has he bought so many knives? Here, when we change it into passive, it will become, why have so many knives been bought by him? Sign of interrogation. Here, why is at the beginning. One more important thing, we know why, where and how. These are adverbs, and adverbs cannot be the subject or object in the sentence. Whereas WHO who and WHOM whom may be the subject or object of the sentence. That's why they change accordingly. If who is in the subjective case, it will become by whom in passive, and if WHOM whom is in the objective case, it will become WHO who in the passive. The sentence is, whom are these children calling? Here, these children is the subject, calling is verb, whom is object. So, whom, when it is in the objective case, it will convert into WHO who. So, who, as it is a continuous tense, so who is are being called by these children. We can use either is or are, as in interrogative pronoun we don't have gender or number. That's why either you can use is or are. Take next sentence. Who can translate these stories? Who is at the subjective case and this story is the object. So when who is used as a subjective case, it will become by whom in passive. So the sentence in passive will begin with by whom, then modal can is there in the active, so this will be can plus be plus v3. So the passive will become by whom can this story be translated. Now take a very important sentence. It is commonly asked in the examination. Active is who taught you English? Here we have two objects. That's why the passive will be made by two methods. The first one is who is changed into by whom. By whom, then it is a past tense, so we'll use was. By whom was English taught to you? And the second method is by whom were you taught English? Now take this example. What was disturbing that man? Here, what is subject? What disturbing verb? That man is object. We know that we have used what disturbing verb before that man. That's why that man acts as an object and what acts as an subject. So when we try to change it into passive, this what subject of active will become the object in passive voice. And in passive voice, the verb don't have an object, but a proposition has an object. That's why we will use preposition by before what. So passive will start with by what. By what was that man being disturbed? As it is a continuous tense, that's why we have used being plus v3. Take this example again. What was disturbing that man? In this sentence, that man is an object. What is subject? So this subject will become the object in passive and the object of active will become the subject in the passive. So when we try to put by before what, it means always in passive, preposition takes object, not the verb. So this sentence will be written as by what was that man being disturbed. In another way, we can write it like what was that man being disturbed by? Because we can take preposition by at the end as well. Now take another example. Which movies have you watched most? Here, which movies is object and you is subject because verb watched has been placed after you. That's why you will act as a subject. So which movie will become the object. So in passive, this object will become subject and the subject will become object in passive voice. So this sentence will become, which movies have been watched most by you? And one more important things, what and which. These are both pronoun and determiner. So care should be taken of while using which and what, if it acts as a pronoun or a determiner. Let us take this solved exercise. We have some active sentences along with their passive. So one by one we will discuss the sentences. In active voice, sentence number 1, have you shut the door? This is an interrogative sentence, and the sentence begins with helping verb have. So in passive voice, this will become, has the door been shut by you? Sentence number 2, why did your sister give such a rude reply? Here, this is a past interrogative sentence. So it will become, why was such a rude reply given by your sister? Sign of interrogation. Sentence number 3, I forgave him his fault. This sentence has two objects. So for this, we have taken indirect object as subject, him. In passive, it will become, he was forgiven his fault by them. Now, sentence number 4, give the order. This is a case of imperative sentence. And we know here give is a transitive verb. So for transitive verb, we should use let. So this sentence will become, let the order be given. Sentence number 5, they refused him admission. Here, refuse verb is in past tense, so we will use was verb plus V3. They refused him. It will become, he was refused. They refused him admission. He was refused admission by them, or simply you need not write by them. Let us now take more examples. Sentence number 6, in active voice, the policeman caught him asleep. Here, asleep is an adjective, and we know adjective should be placed near the noun or pronoun it describes. So here, in passive, it will become, he was caught asleep by the policeman. Sentence number 7, I know him. Here, know verb is a non-action verb. It shows our mental state. So, while changing it into passive, this sentence will become, he is known to me. He is known to me. So, with know, we will add preposition to. Sentence number 8. This bottle contains milk. Here, this will change into milk is contained in this bottle. Here, we will use preposition in because with contained preposition in is used. Question number 9. It is time to ring the bell. We have already solved such sentences. So the passive will be it is time. We cannot change it is time because it is an indefinite pronoun, is a linking verb. So this phrase cannot be changed. So simply we shall put it like it is time. It is time for what? It is time for the bell to be rung. To be rung. In the active, the verb is to infinitive, to ring. So it will become to be rung. Sentence number 10. People call him a thief. Here also we have two objects. So the passive will be he is called a thief. This exercise is for students. All the students they are advised to solve this exercise at home. Thank